Hey, it's Mitch Native Survival. Today we're going to be making a sassafras infusion. Don't go away.
Alright, this is the largest sassafras tree I've ever found. It's really big for sassafras. You usually only find saplings. But we have the mitten, standard elliptical, and the trident. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to take this whole growth, snap it right off. And now I'm going to smell it. I love it. If only you guys could smell that. Alright, so it's going to make me a nice infusion. It's a good amount. Okay, I mean this tree is just, it's a tree. It's loaded. Usually you find sassafras as, you know, little growths like this. Anyways, I usually do. Sassafras usually grows very small. But to find a leaf, to find a tree with all these leaves is just phenomenal. So, we'll use this. Alright, so I'm going to just process up the sassafras. So there's a twig. Put that in there. So I have the leaves left over from that branch. I like to fold them in these little bundles. Okay. A little bit of a twig in there. There we go. And twist them. There we go. Put that right in there. Do the same for this one. So there's my twigs. Throw that in there. Just fold up my leaves. Give them a good twist to help break up the liquid that's in there. Alright, add some water. Alright, so now I have a little fire built here. And then what I like to do is take, I usually carry 2 cups. Sometimes it's the military ones, sometimes it's these. Okay. And I just get it to stay on there, best I can. I can do. There we go. So that way it locks in the steam and all of the essence. So the infusion is not going to get lost and blown out. It's not going to get lost and blown out. It's going to stay in there and it's just going to kind of work its magic. So that way I don't lose the the essential oils through the steam. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the temperature. I'm not going to let it boil. I'll get it where it's steaming and I'm going to just keep it at that point. And then all I have to do is rearrange my fire or pull it out a little bit to keep it at that point. And I'm going to let it steep for maybe 10-12 minutes, something like that. And I'll get back to you. Okay, so let's see what we got. Alright, so just like tea, which is what an infusion basically is. I'm going to push the plant matter against the side. Try to get everything I can out of it. Now, sassafras is interesting. This is a very quick infusion. This is just a couple twigs and some leaves. And it smells, I can smell it from here. It smells amazing. Now, I've used probably 4 times as much plant matter than I did here, with more twigs. I used a ton of leaves, but I used a ton of twigs too. And I simmered that for about 2 hours. And what I got out of it was a really, really dark orange liquid that just tasted incredible. So the interesting thing about sassafras infusions is that the more parts you add, and the different parts you add, you can actually get a different outcome. Usually, you make a tea out of something or an infusion, you get what you get. But I found out that with sassafras, like for instance, if you use the bark of the root, you get a deep, deep orange that has almost like a sharp flavor. It's like carbonated almost. It's like it's really interesting. So sassafras is definitely an interesting one, and hopefully we'll be able to do another video, and we'll do the root next time. So this is just a quick infusion. What I like to do is pour. This is what was sitting in the fire. This is what was covering it. So this is cooler than this one. So I like to pour my infusion into what was my cover. Wow, it smells really good. Drop the twig in there. Okay, so I doubt you guys will be able to see this, but it has a nice orange tint to it as well. Never picks up in the camera. Alright, so it's still a little hot from putting my finger in there, getting that twig out. And it's a pretty warm day today. So I'm going to let that sit for a little while, and I'll enjoy it once it cools down. Alright, it's been Mr. Native Survival. I appreciate your views, your comments, and your support. Thanks for joining me today for a little sassafras infusion. See you guys in the next one. Take care.